Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome back to our second episode of the Clanfolk Let's Play. In the first episode, I just kind of went over the game setup, some of the UI in the game here. And the one thing I did forget to mention is that in the upper left corner here, you kind of see a summary of what is going at that day you are in and as the day passes. So the first line is obviously year one, summer one, and it is morning. The outside temperature is 19.9 degrees Celsius. The wind chill is 19.5. It has the coordinates in there. Lighting is daylight. The ground that I have this my cursor on right now, it is clay, and the movement speed is 0.71. So, and other things like environment, local area, the moisture, the fertility of the land, or I guess if it was fertilized, sorry, the growth rate, and also the flammability. That is one main thing is the flammability of items because you do not want anything to catch fire at any point in time, because if it does and your structure burns to the ground and it's the middle of the winter, you are pretty much toast for that time. So anyways, let us unpause and let our clan folk indeed gather up these jobs we have assigned to them last episode. So we unpause, it automatically goes to speed 1. There's the 3 different speed settings, so there's 1, 2, and 3. So now here we go. We gathered already something, which is some berries. That means we get our stockpiles here. So once we get a stockpile, we can get a food stockpile and place it anywhere we want. So I will get a stockpile here of food. I will get a 3x3 stockpile of food for now, and we can unpause again. So now anything will, like you see here, Abigail took this and she is taking it to our stockpile. And now we have unlocked another stockpile, which is just ingredients in general. This one here, I will make a little bigger, 3, 4, 5 to 6 by 3 for now. And they will place anything, so rocks or branches and stuff like that, they will place it in this area here. So now we got our work zone here, and we can place that as well. I will just put that here for now. It will be good enough. And one of our family members will come and gather the 8 stone, the 4 branches to build the work zone accordingly. So there we go. So now we only have one task left, which is the building, and everyone else is basically doing nothing or just doing regular chores like washing up. So for example, who is washing up here? Abigail is washing up, and that means her cleanliness stats should be going up. As if we unlock, there we go, she is taking a bath and her cleanliness is going up. There we go. So now that we completed the work zone, we have our first item that we can build, which is the stone sickle. And to progress, as like I mentioned in the first episode, the plus on the stone sickle means it will unlock further stuff or a further level of research slash items you can build or do in the game. So we need, oops, sorry about that. So for the stone sickle, we need 5 branches and 5 stone, which we do have enough in our stockpile at the moment. So I will click and build 1 stone sickle. Uh, Actually, I might just go on to speed 2 and maybe just pause a little more just so there is more stuff to do. So now, since there's only one person will be able to build a stone sickle, the other ones are just kind of standing around not doing anything. I am going to start though gathering some more stones here just to clear an area for future expansion. So there we go. I will clear this much stone for now. And maybe actually I will gather some more berries here so we have a little bit more food for our peeps. There we go. Abigail is diligently working on our stone sickle. There is the progression bar again. Since she is doing some crafting, her crafting skill is not the greatest. It's a 2. She just actually leveled up. It was at 1, so she is actually would be doing it at a slower pace than the than somebody else with a higher level of it. So now we have a new job that was unlocked, which is clear grass. So to clear grass, we take this and then we can just do a selection and clear grass. So I will just do this and let's say clear this grass. Now, while I'm already on this, there is 3 different uh, sorts of grass. There's just regular grass, which will produce hay, which is this type of just low kind of grass. Then there's oats, which is this yellowish, longer, higher stalked stuff. And there's also flax, which is the longer, greenish stalks with some, I guess, purplish flowers on top, I guess you can kind of say, or some sort of flower. So there's 3 different things, again, used for 3 different ingredients, mainly later on in the game. For what we need right now is the grass itself for the hay to make some straw here. So I am gathering some grass. And there we go. It wants me to gather some grass anyway, so I will do that. And let's get some grass going here. Okay, Duncan, why aren't you doing anything? There you go, you're doing some hauling and some drinking. That is fine. And because we only have the 1 stone sickle, only 1 person can be gathering the grass. So to speed up the process, I will make another 2 stone sickles. Main reason because I know we will be needing more people gathering the grass, and I know I will be short some sticks. So let's gather up some more sticks over here. And you can see, of course, our animals, our chicken. We have a hen, a rooster, and another hen we have somewhere. Ah, there she is hiding. There's our second hen. And now that we gathered enough of the stone, a pop-up came up that we can do a storage, which is a branch pile. So for example, if I place the branch pile right here, they will build the branch pile, and all the branches will actually be stored in the branch pile rather than this dumping zone, I guess you can call it, the ingredients haul zone. It will get pushed into here. It obviously has a capacity, so once it's full, it will revert to making them over here. So now that we have enough of the stone sickles, I will actually gather the rest of this grass here. So now that more people can do it. And I will also do this here to gather the flax, because I know I will need to gather the flax to get me another level of stuff. And I can't remember how much I need to gather, but I'll gather as much of the flax as it is. Sometimes it might not be in the immediate area. Sometimes it might be. I'll actually gather the oats here as well. So there we go. We will grab that. So we have, and if you wanted to do a quick kind of look, you do have here a quick thing of the main kind of ingredients. You can go again to your inventory here, kind of click on the food. So there you go. You have 40 berries, the ingredients, all the ingredients, the tools, clothing, we don't have any yet. Corpses, there's nothing yet, nor anything spoiled. So not to worry about that just yet. Might as well gather some more stones here along here. Oh, what I forgot to actually say. So let me pause here. Actually, I was gathering the wrong stuff here. So the grass here. Let me deselect these ones here because I still don't want them to stop. But the grass here will only get you hay. You do need another work zone type thing to start making the straw, which if you gather the reeds along any shoreline, it will gather it straight as straw. So if I do this and gather the reeds here on the side, they will gather the reeds and it will become straw right away, which I actually made a mistake and I should have gathered that right away because that would have unlocked my I can't remember what it's now called, treasure, I believe. Anyways, we will they will go in here. There we go. They will start gathering the reeds. So as soon as we gather the first straw, there we go. Treasure is unlocked, so we can go to objects, farming, and here's the treasure. So I will put the treasure here right beside the work zone, and this will allow us to turn the hay here into straw. And there we go. He needs to get cleanliness going, and there we go. So now I will pause because we have unlocked quite a few things here. So the first thing we unlocked is, because of gathering the reeds, we can replant these reeds along the shoreline at any time. So if you replant it later on, it doesn't usually take that long, maybe a few days for it to regrow, and you can gather it again as just a straw. And we also got some building materials, a stone fence, I guess a dry stone fence, and some flooring, which is just some gravel floor, which we're not going to be getting into right away, but I will gather some more of these reeds because I know this will be very, very important, especially early on. So let's get some more reeds here, and I can make also eel traps. Very good at the beginning to gather some food, some eel traps. So I will set some eel traps, and if you noticed, there is a warning underneath that it says cold stops, which means in the winter time the eel traps will not function because the lake will freeze over. So the eel traps will stop working in the winter time, but hopefully that shouldn't matter for us. And I will put 2 eel traps here for now and let our people build it up. And now you can see here my stockpile zone is getting quite full. So you can just click on it. It's the ingredient stockpile zone, and click the blueprint or go to stockpile type, which will let you build it again. If you build one right next to it, it will be separate of it, or if you start in this corner, it will literally expand the one you already have. So I will do that. And now we have a new thing, which is a important thing to build, which is a fire, a cooking fire. So we place the cooking fire, and if you notice, there is a red circle around, and actually, sorry, with either your center mouse button, you can rotate it, or you can press R and it will rotate it at the same rate as well. So the red circle means that the cooking fire will spit out embers as it is cooking. So we will have to do make sure nothing flammable gets put around it, otherwise it will catch fire. So let me pause here and explain the eel traps. So the way I kind of uh, figured out, or the best way, actually the tutorial, the way it's said, is to get the eel traps kind of set up to be autonomous. So you don't have to go back every time and kind of like, oh, if you click once, it'll catch 5 eels, it'll get full, and then it'll need to wait for a family member to go and empty it. So I'm going to put 10, wait until tomorrow afterwards. So this is the production queue. So it will catch 10. I This main reason why it's doing in the tutorial, it explained that it will run out eventually. At some point, it will kind of just run out of the eels, so you can overfish a lake. It does replenish itself like the following season, but to kind of have it a little more because food does rot, you put 10 per day, wait until tomorrow, and then click this button here, repeat the build queue. So every day it'll repeat the build queue. So it will catch 10 today and then go dormant until tomorrow. And because you clicked here, uh, repeat the build queue, it will repeat it every day the same way. It'll catch 10 and then wait till tomorrow. Since this is food and food is very important in this game, I will put the priority here at 10. So I actually have not talked about this yet. So this is here how you set your priorities of any object in the game. So you can increase it or decrease it to however you want. I will increase it to 10. There is also a priority setting. So if you just click on the number, it will go into priority boost active. So this will mean that the first thing a clan member will do is go to check on the trap or reset it in the morning or whenever it needs be. And that doesn't matter whether you are on 1 or 10, you can click this and it will prioritize this action. But anyways, I don't need to do that right now. I will just put the eel trap on 10, and I will repeat the same thing on this one. Wait until tomorrow, repeat build queue, and set it at 10. So, and now again, Duncan, he's good at hunting. He's our hunter, so he will go and set up the eel traps, and they work on their own, and they will catch eels. So here is a warning. Our cooking fire is requiring sticks. We are low on sticks. It needs, sorry, not sticks, branches. So it needs 5 branches. We have 4 in stock, so it will not be able to be built until we gather some more branches. So I will take this and gather as a bunch of branches here in the area because we will definitely need it for our construction. And you can see here the task list just grows higher and higher as you need more stuff. I will give some more orders to, oops, to take more of these reeds. There we go. We finished our fire, which means there is a new stockpile zone we can put. and it is a blocker zone, which the blocker zone, literally, if you wherever you put it, the clan members will not put anything on that spot. There is also flammable blocker, so they will not put anything that has flammability on it, but around fires and stuff, I just find it better. Just put on the blocker and that's fine. And now you will notice they it did not put one on the circle. So this circle here that denotes that where a clan member will stand to cook the food. No matter what, nothing can be placed where clan members need to come and uh, work a particular area. So now nobody will be putting or dropping anything in this area around it to catch fire. So our fire should be safe and good to go. So now, since we have a cooking fire and we are catching some eels, we can make cooked eels. So another way, you can just basically just put here cook 5 eels, which means it'll take 5 raw eels and 5 branches to cook the 5 eels. Another way to do it is, so we'll cancel it out of the queue because the traps have not started working yet. We can, there is this small little light blue cog in the upper right corner of the cooked eel icon. If we click that, we can set auto supply of cooked eels. So I will just go right now and let's say put it on to 20. So as soon as there's eels ready, raw eels ready, a clan member will come and start cooking. Anyways, let's keep going. Maybe I am over explaining these things, but I think it's kind of important because there is a lot in this game, and if you kind of stumble on some stuff, it can forgive you a little bit, but it's quite hard. So now we have a stone pick, or sorry, a stone hoe. So we can make a stone hoe, which I will, and I will again make 3 of them. I like to have at least 3 because then that will make uh, at least 3 of our clan members building or doing any sort of task that requires the tools. And I will also set here to make some straw from the hay that we have gathered. So, okay, I will set straw and I will set a limit. So right now we have 776, but I will set in the inventory that we always have 200 straw. Actually, let's do 300 straw. So we do have a lot of straw right now, which is great. And we will be doing that as soon as we get to it. And you can see here we can also have flax stems, which, so anytime we process any straw, flax stems, or oat oat sheaves, we will gain grain of that type. So if we do straw from hay, we will thresh it. From 25 hay, we will get 25 straw and 25 hay seeds. Same thing if we thresh the flax stems, we will get 25 flax stems, or sorry, the flax sheaves, we will get 25 flax stems and 25 flax seeds. The only difference is the grain does not have any sort of the oats, they don't have any stems. It just, you take the oat sheaves and turn them into grain and the straw itself. So we have a new important message here, which is we need bathrooms and we need to dig some poop holes. Poop holes, baby. This game has poop holes. So right now I am just going to put it a little further away just so it's not in right next to our sleeping area. I don't think it matters much, but right now, for now, we'll just go and make these two poop holes. And we can also make a new tool, which is the stone axe, which I as well will make 3 of. Stone axe will be used to cut down trees and bushes. Another thing that was unlocked is clay. So we can gather some clay. You can go here and gather clay. Clay is anywhere in usually 2 tiles of any body of water. So here it's a little more, so you can gather clay here, gather clay here. So I'll just make a quick area here and gather this clay, get them some more work to do. And you can see the lighting has changed and the time here has changed to evening. And usually the way the game is set up, the clan members will work throughout the daytime and evening, and then kind of stop working at sunset. So if you go here to Duncan, and it says here work mode normal, which you can, I'll pause this here. So this is normal work mode. They'll work normally during the daytime, and they'll have sunset and sunrise of no work. They're just kind of taking care of their food needs, water needs, which, don't get me wrong, they will also do that during the daytime if they do need to drink or eat. And nighttime is obviously sleeping. If you want them to work harder, they will work also through sunrise and sunset if you put them work like overwork mode. Or you can also put them on time off mode, which means that they will not be doing any work when they're on time off mode. Uh, I usually don't keep anyone, or have not, except maybe some of the kids, because if you go to either of the kids, minus the baby, because the baby does not do any labor, but any of the younger kids, they will have a malus of child labor, which is minus 3,000 for work. So here's the work. So that means they can get overworked and their mood will suffer. So sometimes if they are what's it called? Sometimes they are lazy or something. They can get kind of weary and their mood will go down. For example, here was Murdoch. His mood is not the greatest because he's overworked and because he's also younger than Abigail here. So let's just unpause and let our clan folk get back to uh, building here. So once let's speed up this time so they can. So now here is sunset, and they're all either doing some washing, sleeping, uh, getting their water supply, or even feeding the baby itself. What's his Isabel here was using the poop hole, as is Catherine right now. And I think there's a malice. Let me see here. There it is. There is a malice here of 1,000 for the mood if someone witnessed them pooping. So we definitely will need to set up a private bathroom for our folks here. And we will definitely be doing that sooner rather than later, which I will be doing that very shortly here as soon as these guys go to bed and get to the next day. If they're not doing anything, I will just speed up the time here and let them get to work, let them get to sleep. And there we go. Go to sleep. Abigail is pooping. So anyways, once everyone is asleep, the speed will go to 12 times at the highest speed, just because there's nothing going on. Nothing is being built. So we will just let that time run. And good thing here, once the sunrise hits, it will actually slow you down to speed 1, so so your clan folk just don't start running off and your day gets ruined right off the bat. So here we go, day 2. I will pause for now and I will plan a quick little house for our people here. So the most I have is straw, so we will make hay walls. And I will make something pretty quick. So it's like, what is it? 1, 2. So no, it's 1, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 interior. Yeah, let's do 4 interior. No, let's do 5 interior. And 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. And there we go. And then we can put a straw door here, which I will put right on this end here. And once the walls are up, we will put on a roof as well. Let's speed up the time a little bit here. So they will be gathering, doing all their work as it goes. Again, if you wanted to prioritize something, you can, for example, I can put it here, raise the priority of this. If you wanted to, for example, all the walls, you can go shift and click on the walls and it will select all the walls that you designated to be built, and we can set them as a higher priority, which I will increase to 7 and then go from there. There we go. And since we do have some flax sheaves here, I will have them make 50 of the flax stems, because I know that will open up some more research for us. So now that we have the first axe, there we go. We got clear brushes, clear stumps, and also cut down trees. And we can have one more tool that we can build, which is a stone pick. Again, I will make 3 of these. Another important thing here is twine, which again, straw. A lot of stuff in the early game requires straw, so we will make some twine. I like to keep around, uh, let's go 30 for now here. So we will have auto supply 30. Okay, so now that we did some flax stems here, we unlocked a few more things. So the next thing I will do is the charcoal kiln, because that is again very important and it gives us further advancements. So it'll kind of let you know, the arrow was pointing to let you know, hey, this is an important step. Get it done sooner rather than later. So the charcoal kiln doesn't matter that much. I will just put it here. It does not throw any sort of flames or anything. So I could technically even put it here, but I'm not. Again, sorry, I exited out here, because as you see, the flammability of the charcoal kiln is none. But I will just place it here for now and let our clan folk do that. So there we go. Now our wall is up, and because that is up, I will get a roof over our new little home here. And I can, okay, so I will demolish all of these and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7. I actually should have extended this a little longer. Why? Because There's not yet. Anyways, we have not done that just yet. And I will actually build in a critter door, which will allow our chickens to come inside here, which will keep them in a nicer mood for our what's it called? When they're inside, it'll keep them nicer, in a better mood, and they will be able to lay eggs and even reproduce. So now let me pause here again because we did unlock quite a few things. So in the charcoal kiln, we can obviously make charcoal, which I will do, and I will just set it up to auto supply 10 for now. And there it is. It gives us a warning. We only have 14 branches and 20 is needed to make the charcoal. So I will give some more gather sticks command. I think I gathered everything in here. There's some trees over here, so I will give this. There we go. Do that, and we also unlocked some better bedding, which is a sleep mat, which I will put and replace the sleeping zones with the sleep mats. It gets our colonists a lot nicer, and I will also put a straw window in here because it is nicer to have a there we go. And now you see here, it shows us we're running out of straw again. And since we are, and I had it set to auto supply of 300, Isobel is threshing the hay into straw. Also, I can tell them to go gather some more reeds, which I think I might do here and get these reeds going here. There you go, you gather some reeds. And we also unlocked animal beds. I like to throw them in here right now. 3 because we only have 3 chickens at the moment. So we'll put the 3 animal beds in here so the chickens will be able to come in and out and sleep inside. It doesn't give us a big malice early on for the animals sleeping with our family, and it's also not that bad, especially if you kind of want to play minimalistic. The more people you keep in a smaller room, their body heat actually does help them stay warm in colder temperatures if you don't have a fire or something nearby to keep the temperature up. There we go, we're gathering more hay, more straw, more everything. Yeah, I think I actually wanted to do a little bit, yeah, I need to go to walls. Let me, oops, not this one. There you go, and dismantle this door because I do want to build one more in here actually. And then put the door back in here. The good thing is if you do this, all the items will get refunded for all of these, whatever you built. So they will get refunded. And another critter door in here once they take that off. There we go, and I will put a critter door in there. Now, I'm gonna say why I like this kind of size, because I am what I'm planning to do here is just putting a couple of pillars basically, and having a covered area underneath here, because a lot of our stuff, mainly food, will rot faster if it is exposed to uh, any water, and it definitely does rain in this game, and quite hard at that. So there you go. You see the chickens will be going into our new home. So charcoal, nobody is working on the charcoal just yet because we don't have any sticks, and we just, I think, got enough sticks for somebody to turn on the charcoal kiln. There we go, and the charcoal is getting charcoalified. Yes, that is most definitely a word. So once we finish the charcoal, we will be able to unlock a clay kiln, or just a kiln, in which from we can make uh, what are they called now? Bricks. I'm sorry. It's been a long day today. So we can make bricks, and which will help us to either make walls or stuff anything else besides that. So building, I will actually go and gather some more stones, and I will tell you why. Because the more stones we gather, uh, we will need these large rocks, which I can make as a floor. There we go. We got a kiln, which at the moment I will yeah, just place here. There we go. We gathered enough big stones to be able to put stone floor, which I will put in our house here. Because if you go here, it gives us a indoor, I guess, environment, or just the niceness of the indoor environment, +5 versus, I think, a malice environment. Oh no, there's a ground. Oh, there we go. Environment -10, because it is indoors, and having just regular grass underground is not good. We need some more clay, so gather some more clay here, please. So here's the difference. So the environment here is 5, and anywhere there is not, it is -10. So the gravel indoors is -5. That's why I don't like using gravel on the indoors. Outdoors, it gets it to a 0, even though anywhere here is 5. But I think it increases the movement speed. There we go, bonus speed +25%. There we go. So now we have gotten our first. Gather some more stones, that would be nice. So the kiln is done, and we can do some clay bricks, clay jugs, and tiles. But the brick and the jug is the most important thing, so I will just put on the... Actually, not right now, because I want them to use the clay to finish the flooring, which we might be out of big stones. But anyways, I will still put it on here. No, I'll wait. It is evening anyways of this day, so once this day is over, I will actually go and put a cut in this, because this is quite a long episode. I don't know. Please let me know if I am talking a little too much about all the actions or if I should just let the game run and kind of play and just have some commentary. But I kind of also want to this be a little bit of a guide. Uh, I'm probably a little harder to follow uh, with my gibberish, I guess, if I am saying too much or just a word salad that doesn't make any sense. But anyways, like I said, I'm just gonna wait. I'll speed up the time a little bit so they can go to bed and I can put a cut in here. So, anyways, now it will pause the game. But now that when you go into the ideas tab, you can see we unlocked a lot of these things here, which is great. And one thing that we did unlock is iron ore. And iron ore is very, very important. And I will try to see if we can find any perfect. We have some decently close to our uh, campsite here. It is kind of like a rusty color. There is also gold in here, which is, I think, is just mainly as a trade resource. But anyway, so far. So it is night of day 2. I would like to thank you all for coming and watching another episode. I hope you're having some fun with Clanfolk here. I am really enjoying this game. And again, please leave me a comment if you have any suggestions for me as to what I'm doing wrong or if there's anything else that you want me to talk about in the game. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.